Hi, welcome back to Earthy Love Medicine. Today is day 105 of my juice cleanse. It's been very, very challenging. I've wanted to quit a lot. I'm not going to, but I've wanted to. Um, I find myself kind of self sabotaging a little bit, not getting enough juice in, and then, wanting to eat and obviously not eating, but doing weird stuff like, um, you know, licking the hummus and stuff like that, things that aren't solid food that I'll like give myself permission to lick it, just so I could taste it, stuff like that. And um, I have like all these revelations coming in, and I'm like, I think I'm just like in this place where this is what it is. I've been the same person for so long, and I thought that this journey was about becoming who I am, and it's not. It's about unveiling who I am and shedding off the me that I thought I was. And I've built my whole life around that Amy, that person. Um, but that's not who I am. Um, and so I find that I'm struggling to let go of that person. I keep trying to do things that are that person so that I could feel like me, but those things don't feel like me anymore, um, because they're not. Those are just things that I did to build that persona, that person. It's very difficult to explain unless you've gone through something like this. I had someone put it like it's equivalent to being pregnant. So if you're a woman and you've had a child, and you have your first child in particular, especially if you were like having fun and crazy, you realize when you have your child that, you're not the same person anymore. Like you can't be, because now you're a mother now. And like there's some things about, and you kind of like don't know how to be because you don't want to lose yourself. But that self that you were isn't who you are anymore because now you're a mom. It's kind of hard to explain. See what I'm saying? So that's what I've been going through, is like, really, who do I want to be? Like, who am I? How do I want to show up for myself? Like, how do I want to treat myself? And then looking at my life and seeing how I've treated myself all these years, and the way I've allowed myself to be treated by others, and the things I've allowed into my life, and the toxicity and the things that I put in my body. Like, I've just done a lot of really toxic shit. And I'm like done with all that. But I'm not. But I am. But I'm not, because I'm going down a road that there's no like going back. It's like once I can't unsee 3.5 months of freaking parasites in the toilet. I can't unawaken from the things I understand now. Like I could probably go back and like try those things on for size again, but I'm never gonna be what I was. It's not. I can't. Like now that I know that this is a real thing and like this is the truth, and I've seen the mucoid plaque come out, it's real. Like I have pictures, I have video of myself like poking this rubbery substance that is coming out of my body. Like, and I've, in the last couple of days, I've let out some pretty massive, like, freaking amounts of stuff out of my body that weren't really mucoid plaque. Like, they might have had a little rubbery stuff in them, but they were mostly just old stuff that has been built up in my body. That now that I've let the new mucoid plaque come out, now all this other debris that's built up back in there is starting to come out. That's freaking amazing. You know what I mean? I'm on a day 105 and I'm over here 103, 104, just, massive loads. I haven't eaten in almost 4 months. Like, I haven't eaten in 3.5 months, and I'm still like, I still have so much stuff coming out. I can't unsee that. I can't unknow that that's what's happening with me, and that that's what we all need to do. That's, especially those of us that, I'm not going to speak for everyone, but I know those of us that are out here struggling in, like with our health and that kind of stuff. We really need to, like, clean our bodies out and, like, evaluate, like, how did we get like this? A lot of us have been not feeling well for a long time, or just haven't been ourselves, especially the ones that are overweight or, struggling with a weight problem. So, um, you know, I'm sharing all this because I just at least want somebody out there to be encouraged to take their health back into their own hands, and to go where most people won't go, and, take a chance on yourself and, like, clean out your body. This is a real thing. And for me, like, I want to be my best version of myself, and I haven't really allowed that. I feel like this is like that first step. I don't know how to explain it. It's just, I think that I'm just tired, and I've been thinking about this a lot for the last couple of days, and I don't, know how to articulate it in a way to, like, make other people understand exactly what it feels like to, like, not know how to, like, operate in society anymore, like, not know how to be a person. Like, I don't. And then on top of that, like, the spiritual part, you know, I feel it. Like, I do this thing where I don't know if I want to talk about this. Um, well, maybe I'll save that for another video if this is something I decide I want to share. I don't know. The spiritual stuff is harder for me to share. Um, but it's real, the spiritual sensitivity and stuff is real. And gifts and abilities that we've been given since birth, they start to become more real and relevant, and they're like superpowers almost. I don't know any other way to explain that. Like, I already have intuitive gifts, so they're stronger. I have abilities to read people really well, empathic abilities, and there are physical empathic abilities where I verbally read people, but also energetically. That's something that's developing very strongly as well. It's always been there, though. My ability to communicate and articulate myself has always been something that I've been gifted with, like a gift of communication. That's heightening as well. So I'm sure at some point, since that part's heightening, I'll probably be able to articulate myself in a way where I can really, like, explain exactly what this all feels like. But I think that I know I'll get through this, and I know that I will figure out what it is, what I'm afraid of, what's holding me back. And I have been delving into that. Like, I know it stems from when I was really little. And I've been having, like, weird memories that are kind of triggering me knowing that, remembering, being told to be quiet, or being told that I was annoying, or Amy, do you ever shut up? Things like that. I was always singing and dancing and spinning, and I was this little ball of love and excitement and wonderment, and that's, like, really truly, like, who my heart is, like. And I know that because I've, as an adult, tried to embody some of that, but it's different when you're little and you're so pure, and I know that's who I am inside, and I want to let her free. but I think I'm afraid of being too much and being, what we're all told. It's like getting past those last residuals of caring what people really think. Like, because I don't care, but I do. And I know that I do because I see by the way, like, you get fucking a million nice comments, but one bad one, and you harp on the bad one, like, how could that person say that? Like, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I know that, and I've always been that kind of a person. Like, I'm not everybody's, something, but I'm something to somebody, when I am. So, and I'm okay with that. I'm not doing all of this for a popularity contest or to be famous or to do any of that. I really just want to inspire other people to take a chance on themselves and believe in themselves, and to find the freedom that we're all looking for. And I know now that food is the problem. It took me over a decade of unveiling and revealing to see, like, my creator and the relationship that I have led me down all kinds of crazy rabbit holes and revealed all kinds of crazy truths to me and showed me all kinds of craziness about our world. And I feel like so much of that was just so that I would understand why and how we ended up being like so brainwashed and manipulated and dumbed down around food and like lied to. Now I understand why they would do all of that, but I had to go through this like whole decade of like God showing me stuff and revealing things to me, and just our government and so many things. Like, I'm not going to go all deep into that, but just that unveiling is what got me to the place where I am now, where I would even believe that we really, like, everything's the opposite of what they tell you. Like, burgers are good for you. What's the opposite of burgers? Anything that's not fucking the burger. So I'm really tired. But I just didn't want to let another day go by without like doing like a closeout video of like, okay, I'm on day 105. I'm still here. I'm still doing it. I'm like hanging on by a fucking thread, but I'm doing it. I am an overcomer, and I will overcome this little rut that I'm in. I am not giving up on this juice cleanse. I'm way too far in. Like, how many times in your life are you gonna have the fucking guts to go over 100 days without eating? Like, I just don't know if this is something that I will do again. And I'm not saying it's something I won't. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of people who do this one time and they'll never do it again. For me, I could see myself like doing them periodically. I'm definitely gonna keep juicing after this because I fucking love the way juice makes me feel, and I loved the way it was making me feel before I went on my juice cleanse. I was juicing every day, like, for most of my meals, and then, eating a raw meal every night. So I just know how good it feels already. So I'm like looking forward to getting back to that place where I'm juicing and having a meal and like, being a person again. Like, I really miss food, you guys. Like, I have a food addiction, so I miss food. Like, and then I'm cooking for my family all the time, and it's not like it's raw stuff. It's like, it's still vegan mostly, but anyways, I'm just rambling on and on. Thank you for coming to my channel. If you like, please like and subscribe. If you want to get some more notifications, hit that notification bell. I'm going to take my delirious self to sleep, and I hope to see you in the next video. And yeah, keep you updated on how everything's going. Take care.